It's time for high school basketball on your local sports leader. Classic Hits 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Enloe Center at St. Anthony High School. It's St. Anthony versus Effingham. I've seen these for about 40-some years, and it's always a treat. We'll see whether the 2022 edition lives up to the expectations. Neither one of these teams are playing as well as they'd like. It conceivably, though, leads to a pretty good ball game because we really don't know, Matt, what we're going to see tonight.
No, I mean, that's consistent throughout the tournament. We've saw some games today with outcomes that we didn't necessarily expect them to see them the way they played out, and you're going to find the same type of thing here. The one thing that's a little different, of course, is the rivalry between these two clubs. Just the fact that they're playing in front of such a big crowd, and a lot of friends are back from maybe that have went to college, but they're home for the holiday. And so it's a big atmosphere for these kids to play in front of them, and some of them for the first time.
Yeah, there's just something special about this. Pick out your team and their big rival, and that's what this is like. And it's just special, these two city schools. I mean, the kids know each other from birth. They are on the same teams in summer leagues and all that stuff. But boy, on this night, this is a grudge match, as this is always the last game of Friday night of this St. Anthony Thanksgiving tournament. Effingham and St. Anthony, they didn't play for a lot of years. When I was in high school, they played, and then they didn't for a long time. Well, I'm really glad that some folks stepped up and stepped in and got this rivalry restored, because it's just a special night. Well, we'll talk about how they got here and all of that when we're back in a minute. Let you know about what else happened in the tournament so far. Back with all that and more in 90 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at the Enloe Center at St. Anthony High School, it's the final game of the fourth day of the St. Anthony Thanksgiving tournament. It's Effingham and St. Anthony. By the way, I'm Greg Sapp, Matt Robinson alongside Gail Warner back at the studios. Caleb Moody's videotaping this extravaganza, so we think we have you covered, and we'll do our best to bring you all the action. Earlier today, it was a win for Breeze Central over Robinson, 48-45. Robinson and Breeze Central were tied. Breeze got a corner three, the only basket the kid made all day at the buzzer, and that got the win for Breeze Central. Then Teutopolis held off a charge in the later part of the game by Mattoon, and the Shoes a winner, 63-55. Just a minute ago, Highland beat Rantoul 52-45. So those are the first three games here today. And now St. Anthony and Effingham. As far as what they've done earlier this week, St. Anthony beat Robinson back on Monday night, 50-43. Then St. Anthony had Tuesday off. They lost to Breeze Central Wednesday night, 50-34, so they stand at 1-1 in the tournament. Effingham is 0-2. The Hearts didn't play their first game until Tuesday night. Breeze Central beat them 58-32. Yes, if you're reading between the lines, Breeze Central beat both Effingham and St. Anthony, and so they are pretty good. So the Hearts lost 58-32, played much better in their Wednesday night game, but Robinson won it. It was Robinson 81, Effingham 66. So Effingham 0-2, St. Anthony 1-1. That's where they stand. And we know Breeze Central and Teutopolis are playing tomorrow night at 7:30 for the championship. That's a done deal. And we know Mattoon's playing in the 3 o'clock game. Now, there are a lot of suppositions from that point. And some people say, if this happens, then, if things happen, then. But what if they don't happen? So we're not going to even get into all that.
I mean, basically, the bottom line is Rantoul's playing in the 5th place game. Highland's playing in the 3rd place game out of Pool B. And Pool A, yeah, a lot can still happen as far as the 7th, 5th, and 3rd place game. Cut and dried if St. Anthony wins, they play for 3rd. But if Effingham wins, we go to the tiebreakers, and I'm not going to worry about it until I have to.
No, sir. Other people are getting paid to do that. So I'm going to let them. Bottom line is, it's been a lot of fun, and we still have probably 3 more broadcasts for you tomorrow. Could be 2. Could be 2, but
it's guaranteed to be 3.
But see, but it's going to be fun nonetheless. Big crowd on hand if you're still coming. Plenty of room for you, and we look forward to bringing you all the action, which is just a few minutes away. So let's go ahead and take a break, Gail. We'll look at the starting lineups for tonight's action. Effingham and St. Anthony on the way in 90 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
The Enlow Center, one thing we're going to do about the time we're introducing the starting lineups is make the presentation of the check representing the money that was raised during the Carl P. Kerner Jr. Memorial Sports Spectacular earlier this fall. And each city school is going to get way more than $40,000. And
wow,
that sure helps with the athletic programs at both city schools. And so thanks to Phil and to Paul and to everybody else who worked so hard on that, Mark Mayhood and so many people that really make that happen. So that's coming up here at the start, as well as the national anthem and the introduction of lineups and all that other pregame information. So that's on the way as well. Let's get a look at the starters for tonight. Effingham, the visitors. Garrett Wolf is a 6'1 junior. Garrett's had a pretty good tournament. He has 34 tournament points in the Hearts' first 2 games. Andrew Donaldson is a 6'1 senior, 19 tournament points. Andrew Splector is a 6'2 senior. He has 19 tournament points. Splector, after 2 in the first game, came back and got 17 Wednesday night. Logan Heil, a 6'3 senior. He has 17 tournament points. And Spencer Fox is a 6'1 junior. He has 2 tournament points. Now, I did not have a chance to talk to Obi to make sure about their starters. Those are the 5 that he's run with their first 2 games. As far as St. Anthony, they're going with the same 5. Griffin Sahe is a 6'3 senior. He has 8 tournament points. Jonathan Willenberg is a 6'3 senior with 11 tournament points. Michael Martelli, a 5'10 senior, 11 tournament points. Brock Fearday is a 6'2 sophomore and has 32 points for St. Anthony, 15 and 17 his first 2 games. And Max Koenig will start for St. Anthony, the 6'1 junior, with 5 tournament points. So those are the starters for St. Anthony and Effingham for sure for St. Anthony, and I'm pretty sure about the starters.
Those are the 5 that are up on the board, so I am sure that you've got the Effingham starters correct.
So with that information, we'll remind you that we'll have more basketball for you tomorrow on 97.9 XFM. We're going to videotape this game, so it'll be available later. So we'll let you know about its availability when it's available. Great crowd. And the last-minute inflow has really been impressive.
You get a lot of fans, obviously, for both Effingham and St. Anthony that want to check it out, but you always see a lot of folks from outside of those schools also that want to come in and see a good basketball game and enjoy the atmosphere, and they're more than welcome as well.
American Legion post number 120 ready to present the colors. We're just a few seconds away. First broadcast again will likely involve Effingham, and the second one will involve St. Anthony tomorrow, and T-Town in the championship game at 7:30. So that's the situation, and we'll do our best to keep you up to date. And as soon as they give the details tonight, we'll be sure to pass that along to you. We've had other scores. Congratulations to Altamont. They won the Bob Kearns tournament this afternoon in girls basketball. They got the win over Effingham. So congratulations to the Indians. And good competitive basketball, and they used the shot clock down there, so it'll be interesting to see about the reviews on that, since it's up to everybody's decision-making as far as tournaments. That's what the IHSA said. Shootouts and tournaments, you can have your choice of whether or not you want to use a shot clock. Newton did. St. Anthony did not. That's why we'll wait until all the reviews are in before we can let you know how well that's worked. A lot of states use it, and Illinois is just looking at it as an experiment for now. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Members of the Kerner family and Mr. Mayhood are down front as far as the presentation of the big check from the Sports Spectacular. And I'm not wanting to leave, because as soon as I leave, then we'll be doing the next thing here.
Trying to get everybody in place for both the presentation of the colors and, of course, the presentation of that check, as you mentioned. So, yeah, just kind of getting everybody situated before this big contest gets underway between St. Anthony and Effingham. And looks like the check just came running across the court.
It's a big check for a big amount.
Good evening, basketball fans.
And here's Dave Storm.
And the fourth day of the 2022 St. Anthony Turkey Tournament. This last game of the evening features the St. Anthony Bulldogs taking on the Effingham Hearts. At this time, we would like to recognize the Kerner family for the presentation of a check to the St. Anthony Booster Club in the amount of $46,500. This represents St. Anthony's share of the proceeds from the Carl Kerner Memorial Golf Outing. This is the 29th year of that tournament.
And all kinds of folks.
In those 29 years, the Kerner family, through this tournament, has raised in excess of $1.2 million, benefiting both St. Anthony High School and Effingham High School sports programs. Tonight, presenting the check were Phil and Blake Kerner, as well as representatives of the St. Anthony Booster Club and the Effingham Sports Backers.
Yeah, Phil and Blake representing the Kerners, making that presentation. And now, back to Dave.
The Lord for opening prayer. Heavenly Father, you are great and glorious. Thank you for the gift of this basketball game and these teams competing. Give them your divine protection, and may these athletes use the talents you have given them to the best of their abilities. Please keep them injury-free, and may they honor you with great sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. And now at this time we ask, again, as you stand for the presentation of the flag of our great country and the singing of our national anthem, and as you do, please keep in mind the many men and women who have wore the uniform to protect the flag and the freedom that it so enjoys, that it presents. Because of these men and women, our lives are free, and because of them, our nation lives. The colors are presented tonight by the Effingham American Legion Post 120 Battle Guard, and clearing the flag this evening is a 20-year Air Force veteran. At customary at the Enloe Center, out of respect to our flag and in the honor of the color guard and all those men and women who have wore the uniform, we ask that you please hold your applause upon completion of the national anthem until the color guard has exited the gym floor. Performing our national anthem this evening will be Maddie Brummer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Color guard leaves the floor now.
Always remember, we are the land of the free.
All right. There it is. The presentation of the big check. Presentation of the flag of our country.
Give her a round of applause for the great job.
Now it's time for the presentation of the starting lineups. Again, the first games played today, the final scores saw Reese Central defeat Robinson 48-45. Teutopolis won over Mattoon 63-55. Rantoul and Highland tangled in the next contest that we did not broadcast, and Highland got the win over Rantoul 52-45. So that's how it shaped up so far today. And now we'll see what happens tonight. St. Anthony has a win. Hearts would sure like to have a win. So we'll see what.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Happens tonight.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of interesting matchups that I'm very curious about, and one in particular involves Logan Heil, as Logan is one of the bigger, stronger kids in this tournament, and St. Anthony doesn't really have anybody that matches up size-wise with Logan, but Logan doesn't really match up with anybody St. Anthony would throw out there either, and we've seen both of these teams play a lot of man-to-man, so I'll be curious how both clubs approach that situation in particular, dealing with Logan and him on the offensive and defensive sides of the court.
He stayed away pretty much from serious foul trouble in the first two games, so see how that shapes up tonight. He's a play around the basket kind of guy, that's for sure, but the Hearts have some people who will put it up from out, so see how they can complement one another. St. Anthony just needs some more scoring. That's been their big bugaboo so far. Brock Fearday has done a good job, but boy, it's been tough getting any points out of anybody else as the lights go out. The spotlights are gearing up. Now we're good.
Senior, number 35, Michael Montelli.
I'm always a little curious to watch the boys come out of their starting lineup announcements and how they have to deal with the cheerleaders that are out on the court as they try to go through them over to shake hands with the dog pound.
There, now they got all the back flipping done, so now the rest of the starting lineup doesn't have to worry about ducking. Martelli introduced. Also Griffin Sahy. Here comes Jonathan Willenberg. Max Koenig is next up. And then it'll be Brock Fearday. Those are the starters for St. Anthony. Again, Effingham will go with Garrett Wolf, Andrew Donaldson, Andrew Splector, Logan Heil, and Spencer Fox. Boy, the crowd continues to grow. Kind of like a Dodger game. Little by little, more and more people on hand, and I'm glad about that because this is such a special opportunity for young people. I hear kids talk about this for years and years after they're out of high school. This is a big deal. I asked Cody Rinker, I says, how's your throat? He says, well, it's no better, but it doesn't hurt, he keeps saying. Obi, it's all set. Tips in the air, one by nobody yet. Finally, Effingham ends up with it. We're underway, and good to have you with us here on 97.9 XFM. Spencer Fox gets it away to Andrew Donaldson. Garrett Wolf takes it out top. And now to Splector on the wing. Andrew head of the key, and double dribble is the call. So Splector was driving, stopped, tried to go again, and a turnover on Effingham.
First turnover, obviously, of the ball game. St. Anthony did open up in the man-to-man. We'll see. It looks like Effingham is going to do the same.
Across the half line is Martelli. Left side with it to Fearday. Koenig, right side to Martelli. Back out top, the catch by Sahy. He stopped at the elbow. Instead out to Koenig for three, and he got it. Max Koenig makes it 3-0 St. Anthony as he buries the head of the key jumper. Pressure by the Bulldogs, and they get it away from Wolf, and driving it in is Sahy. He looked like he was going to try and dunk it, and then he just dropped it in.
I think he decided the 2 points were definitely pretty important this early on. He wanted to make sure he got them.
St. Anthony off to a 5-0 start. Heil inside, left hands it up for the Hearts, too strong. And a foul on the rebound, probably on Heil on his miss.
Brock Fearday grabbed the board, and there was a couple of Hearts there, and Spencer Fox is guilty of the personal. His first, team's first.
So 5-0 St. Anthony out of the gate. We're a minute into this one. Martelli left side now to Sahy. Out top to Koenig. Thought about shooting it out there again. Instead down in the corner, Fearday tried to drive the baseline. They shot it off. Sahy, Martelli, and Koenig. Sahy down in the corner to Martelli. Michael looking to shoot, but he can't get open. Sahy, Willenberg now out top, picks up the dribble. And here's a three by Sahy, no good, back of the rim. Heil high in the air with a rebound for the Hearts. Gets it away to Garrett Wolf, and he's across the half line. Splector, head of the key to Heil. He tries to drive down low, and he got his pocket picked. Third turnover on Effingham already, and then Fearday ran into Fox, shot no good, and the rebound came over to Donaldson for Effingham. He picks up the dribble. Out top to Fox, now to Splector. 5-0 St. Anthony. Donaldson with the ball for Effingham. To Garrett Wolf. Looking to drive right side. Splector open on the baseline. Got loose and lays it up and in, and Effingham's on the board, and it's 5-2.
Tell you what, there's been a lot of contacts both ways, and only one whistle thus far.
On the right side, Fearday with the ball, and there's an offensive foul off the ball. Official right by Obi Farmer, and he called the foul and a turnover on St. Anthony.
Martelli called for an illegal screen. It's his first, and the first turnover on the Bulldogs as well.
So 5-2, little contact there between Sahy and Wolf. Wolf splits the defense, drives it in, shot up, no good. Rebound Fearday, knocked loose. Fox gets it for Effingham. His shot no good. This rebound eventually went to Fearday, and he clears it out of trouble to Sahy. Driven across the half line. Down in the corner, a three try, good. good, and Max Koenig hits his second three of the night already, and it's 8-2 Bulldogs. So a 6-0 St. Anthony lead. Heil stops head of the key and drug the pivot foot. Another Effingham turnover. That's 4 turnovers already on Effingham.
St. Anthony's defense seems to be speeding Effingham up a little bit when they're trying to handle it on the perimeter, and that's leading to the turnovers as Effingham's getting set to make a change at the next dead ball.
Yeah, Ethan Jones is going to check in here for Effingham. Fearday out top with it for the Bulldogs. St. Anthony with the ball in an 8-2 lead. Sahi head of the key tries a three. It's surrounded no good, and the rebound Donaldson for the Hearts. Gets it away to Garrett Wolf. Down court, the catch by Splector. Drives baseline and got shoved just a little by Sahi. And a foul.
I guess Sahi knew he was burnt on the baseline, so he went ahead and picked up a foul before Splector could get to the rim, and here's our first substitution of the night.
Yeah, Heil down now as Ethan Jones checks in for Effingham. Ethan's a 6'2 sophomore, has 2 points in the tournament. Inbound bounce pass, shot put up by Splector, no good, but he got fouled on it, and he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Say he had a pretty clean block until he finished it off by hitting him on the wrist, and that last little follow-through costs him his second foul and the team's third already.
And Colin Westendorf off the bench for St. Anthony to replace Sahi after this first foul shot. Splector makes it. Splector has all 3 of Effingham's points. It's an 8-3 game. And it is Westendorf in. Sahi down for the Bulldogs. Splector's got one more coming. Foul shot in and out. Rebound touched last by the Hearts. Jones tried to get it. It's off him out of bounds. So it's 8-3 after the make and the miss for Effingham. Martelli crossed the half line to Willenberg to Koenig. Right side to Fearday. Down low, Koenig, spin move, turnaround shot around and no good. Rebound Effingham. Grabbed by Splector for the Hearts. Down court quickly to Wolf. Garrett in the lane, shot knocked loose. The shot's no good, but Garrett got fouled on it. He'll be at the line for a pair.
St. Anthony again is picking up fouls at a pretty rapid pace. They are averaging a foul a minute here in this first 4 minutes of the ball game. That's Koenig's first, team's fourth.
Wolf yet to score. Foul shot in and out and in. So that makes it 8-4. So St. Anthony was up 6. Now it's a 4-point game. Effingham makes another change. St. Anthony makes another change as they send Ryan Schmidt in, the sophomore. And Wolf's second foul shot, good. So Wolf gets his first 2 points, and it's an 8-5 game now. St. Anthony with the lead in the ball. We're halfway through the first quarter. Schmidt with it. Gets it away to Koenig now to Martelli, who tries a three. It's short, and a rebound. Hart's grabbed by Jones. He's one to go coast to coast. Sticks it up too strong. Rebound St. Anthony. Grabbed out of there by Schmidt. And Ryan just busts it down the lane himself into a double team. Now out to Martelli for two. It's no good. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Effingham ball.
Effingham is really looking to trap off of any sort of screen. They elect to trap. St. Anthony's handled it pretty well, been able to move the ball and get some open looks, but haven't capitalized on them lately.
Martelli down. Sam Link checks in for Effingham. So another sophomore. Cody's got a young lineup. We don't probably talk about that near enough. There's a double team, and they forced Donaldson into a turnover. Had him double teamed and the walk. It's Effingham's 5th turnover already.
Now that's been the Heart's biggest problem thus far, is they just can't take care of the ball. St. Anthony's playing intense man-to-man.
Link gets it away to Koenig and now to Fearday. He's double teamed. Out top. Cutter Link goes to the corner to Westendorf for 3, and it's around and no good, and the rebound ends up Donaldson's way. Good tip by Wolf to Donaldson for the Hearts. Pass down court, knocked into the dog pound. Good job by Koenig of disrupting things. But it'll be Effingham ball to end down on the side. And now Willenberg's back for St. Anthony, and they sit down Koenig, and Jones is down for Effingham, and Heil's back. 3:10 to go, opening quarter. 8-5 St. Anthony. Old Hearts have the ball. Donaldson, left side to Fox. Top, Wolf driving down the lane through 4 people and big old collision. And Garrett fouled before the shot, so be out of bounds to the Hearts.
Garrett again was able to find a seam to the lane and draw the foul. This time it is on St. Anthony's Westendorf, his first, team's 5th.
Wolf inbound. Gets it out top to Heil. Back to Wolf. Corner 3. No good. Rebound. Loose. Off Heil. Out of bounds. It'll be St. Anthony ball.
Boy, if Wolf would have waited a split second longer, Splector did pop wide open on the other side of the rim, but he was getting close to that 5 count and got it in bounds just ahead of that.
St. Anthony leads at 8-5. Bulldogs haven't scored in a while. 2:50 to go. First quarter. Brock Fearday rises over 3 defenders and hits the jumper. Man, kid is tough. He's a sophomore gang.
And he was hassled the whole time making that move.
10-5. Inside Fox gets it to Heil. Shot up and good. Heil got inside 2 defenders and got the layup, and it's 10-7.
Good extra pass from the Hearts, set up Heil.
So give Fox the credit on that. Left side to Schmidt. Schmidt tries to drive inside, instead to the corner. Link. Willenberg. Shot off the glass. Good. So Jonathan Willenberg's first basket, and it's 12-7. 2 minutes left, opening quarter. Wolf across the half line. Left side to Heil. Got the big boy out top. Now to Splector. Still on the dribble. Feeds Wolf. Drives, baseline, spin move into 3, and got it back out of trouble when he didn't have a shot. Into Splector, drives it inside. Shot up, no good, but he drew the foul. And Splector going to the line to shoot 2.
Effingham continues to attack St. Anthony, and St. Anthony continues to pick up fouls. This time it's Sam Link with his first personal. Team 6th, a couple of free throws here for Splector, but after this, it'll be bonus time for the Hearts the remainder of the half.
Still 1:47 left in the first quarter. Splector's foul shot rims out and then came back in. So Splector with 4, and it's 12-8.
It took the long way to get home.
That was forever. Kind of hung there in midair. Second one, good. Splector got them both, so he has 5. And the Hearts make a change. Wade Busher, the freshman, checks in. And they sit down Spencer Fox. St. Anthony sent Schmidt back down, and Koenig's back. He's got the ball out top. Picked up his dribble to Westendorf now. 12-9. St. Anthony by 3. With a minute and a half to go, opening quarter. Left side Link going baseline. Nope, they seal that off, and off the ball we got a whistle. Foul inside here.
Yeah, Brock Fearday was trying to post up, and he was working against Wade Busher, and Busher got called for the foul. It'll be his first and team's 2nd.
So you got a freshman on a sophomore there. Out of bounds, Bulldogs out top. They get it on the wing. Shot put up good for 3 by Colin Westendorf. So Westendorf makes it a 6-point lead. That matches the biggest lead St. Anthony's had. It's 15-9. Getting it across the half line, Wolf. Down to Donaldson. Down in the corner, Heil tries to drive in. Got a block called on Koenig.
So now Koenig has picked up his 2nd foul and should be sending Effingham to the line for a 1-on-1 with Logan Heil, as that's the team's 7th.
The official agrees with you. Heil going to the line. And a change for St. Anthony. Koenig with that 2nd foul sits down. Martelli returns. Bulldogs by 6. They've led the whole show. 1:05 left in the opening quarter. Heil with 2 points. Missed on the 1-on-1. Rebound taken down by Link. Sam gets it across the half line. Goes to the corner with it. Westendorf got tripped. And they do call a foul.
It's one of those things where it was kind of minimal contact, but it did cause Westendorf to hit the floor. So I think the call had to be made against Logan Heil. It's his first and the team's 3rd.
Linkle inbound on the side here for St. Anthony. Gets it into Westendorf. Under a minute to go, opening quarter. St. Anthony by 6. Martelli right side, out top now Weston to Link, now to Westendorf. Westendorf goes left side, picks up the dribble. Out to Fearday, now to Willenberg. Head of the key three, Westendorf, short off the front of the rim. But Fearday gets the rebound, and he got his pocket pick. Splector took it away from him, goes coast to coast, put the shot up, no good. But a foul. Splector headed back to the foul line.
So Effingham will try to take advantage of St. Anthony's second turnover. That's really not too bad considering the style of play.
Yep.
But nonetheless, they go back to the free throw line, does Effingham. And that is the second foul on Westendorf.
Splector's foul shot good. So Andrew Splector with 6 of the Hearts' 10. Fox is back. Heil's going to get a breather here at the end of the quarter for the Hearts. And Schmidt back in for St. Anthony for Westendorf. 15-10, St. Anthony with the lead. Splector with another one at the line here. Splector, senior, puts it up and got it. So Andrew Splector was 7, and it's a 4-point game, 15-11. Martelli across the half line, 25 seconds left, so let's see what the Bulldogs do here. Schmidt, left side, Link, goes baseline, brings it out top. Martelli head of the key three now, drives and tried to get it to a teammate, and he bumped into an Effingham player. Then he threw it to Fearday, and Fairday's hands out of bounds.
Yeah, Busher got a hand on it as well, kind of to knock it off of Fearday apparently. And like we've been saying, there's been plenty of contact to go around, and there was some on that play too.
12 seconds. Hearts with the ball down 4 here. Wolf across the half line. Link's got him. Cross midcourt, down to 4, down to 3. They go to Splector. They cut it to Wolf, and he can't get the shot away before the buzzer. So it's a 4-point game after 1 quarter. Here at the Enlow Center at the St. Anthony Thanksgiving Tournament. It's St. Anthony 15, Effingham 11, on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
How about that first quarter?
St. Anthony 6 of 14 from the field, did not attempt a free throw, 3 of 8 from three-point range, had 5 rebounds to Effingham's 7. Effingham had 5 turnovers to St. Anthony's 3, as Effingham was just 2 of 7 from the field, but 7 of 9 at the free throw line, and 0 of 1 from three-point range.
St. Anthony leads Effingham 15-11 as we start the second quarter. The ball's knocked loose after St. Anthony got it. Wolf drives inside, used the elbow, and he drew the foul, and he'll be at the line for a pair. Now the shot went in. Count the basket. So that makes it 15-13, and now we've got an and one coming for Wolf.
Not a popular call in about half the gymnasium, and it was a close one, to be real fair and honest. Went Effingham's way. That's Willenberg's first foul.
Wolf's foul shot good, so he completes the three-point play successfully, and the Hearts are back within 1. It's 15-14 in the first scoring of the second quarter. Willenberg to Schmidt for St. Anthony. To Link. Left side Willenberg looking to get it inside to somebody. Instead, he drives it in himself, and the layup won't go, and Wolf the rebound, and the Hearts could take their first lead of the game here. Wolf right side down the lane, stops and pops for 2, and he got it. Garrett Wolf has 7, and the Hearts take a 16-15 lead.
Wolf just stopped and popped right in the lane, kind of avoided all that contact we've been talking about.
So the first lead of the night for Effingham comes with about a minute into the second quarter. Willenberg down low for St. Anthony. Now on the wing to Martelli. They go underneath the Link, and he got the shot to go. Boy, that was a nice pass.
Yeah.
Link gets his basket. The Bulldogs back in front, 17-16.
Hearts lost track of Link. St. Anthony found him. He caught it and shot it.
Good cut here by Splector. Shot blocked from behind, but Schmidt fouled to do so. And so Effingham going to the line again.
Schmidt got caught trailing, and got him in the back of the head as the shot went up by Splechter. That's 10 team fouls already for St. Anthony in this ball game. Again, they keep spreading them around. And now the officials are going to talk and make sure they've got the right player with the right foul, I do believe. I thought it was Ryan Schmidt.
I do too.
And now they have that on the board. Everybody's conferred and agreed, apparently.
Splechter going to the line here. He's been a busy kid. He has 7 points already. Foul shot, good. So Splechter gets his 27th tournament point, and we're tied at 17. 6:37 to go, second quarter. Second one by Splechter, short. Rebound, St. Anthony. Grabbed out of there by Schmidt. Ryan clears it to Martelli, and Martelli across the half line. Left side to Link. He goes to the baseline, lobs it cross court, and off Martelli's hands into the Harts bench, and a St. Anthony turnover. St. Anthony makes a change. Will Fearday's in for the first time tonight, so both Feardays are in, and down goes Link. 17-17. Effingham with the ball. 6:20 to go in the second. Wolf stops out top, gets it to Splechter. Splechter waiting on the cutter, and he couldn't get it to Fox. So away to Wade Busher, and he walked. Somebody must have flashed in front of the kid that he was supposed to get the pass to, and he tried to hit the break and got called for the walk. That's Effingham's first turnover this quarter.
Yeah, just a little indecisiveness by the freshman out top led to that turnover.
Martelli gets it left side, knocked away by Busher, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
But that's why he's in the game. He is a tenacious defender, and he's been all over Fearday since he's been inserted in the lineup.
St. Anthony inbounds in backcourt to Martelli. Michael walks it across the half line to Will Fearday, and off the ball, we've got an offensive foul on the Bulldogs.
Yep.
Schmidt, I think.
It is. Schmidt's second personal. Another turnover on St. Anthony, already their third this quarter.
So it'll be Hart's ball, inbound in front of their bench. And the horn sounds, and St. Anthony runs Brady Hatton in, the 6'3 sophomore who's played a little bit in the tournament. And he replaces Schmidt. 17-17, 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Wolf drove, stopped, lost the handle on it. Now it's loose, and St. Anthony gets it. Will Fearday, now he lost it. And maybe because he got fouled is the call. Busher, I think, might have got him.
Yeah, Busher's the guilty party, so now he's picked up a couple for Effingham. It's team's fourth.
So out of bounds, St. Anthony on the baseline. 5:46 to go in the second quarter. We're tied at 17. Ball knocked loose off the inbound. Fox knocked it away, but he touched it last. So it'll stay with St. Anthony. Now they'll inbound on the side right in front of Charlie Plotz.
St. Anthony going a little deeper into their bench than even they are used to because of all the fouls. 4 Bulldogs with 2 fouls apiece thus far.
Fearday got it inbounded to Martelli, and now back to Fearday. Away to Hatton. Right side to Martelli. 5.5 to go second quarter. Turnaround shot by Hatton, no good, but he tapped it out to Will Fearday, and he hits a 3. Well, that worked out. Bulldogs regain a 3-point lead, 20-17. Wolf across the half line, right side now to Donaldson. Pass to Wolf on the wing. Fox drives in, baseline, shot short, rebound St. Anthony. Taken down by Hatton, so he's done a lot right here. Just a couple of trips up and down the floor. Will Fearday on the wing for the Bulldogs. Out to Hatton. Right side to Martelli. Michael puts it on the floor, drives down the lane, gets it away to Hatton, who had trouble corralling it, but he does. And he gets it away to Martelli.
And he stayed calm with it after he got a hold of it, didn't rush anything, and got it safely to a teammate.
Fearday out top, Brock that is. Left side Martelli. Out top to Hatton. Right side to Will Fearday. Top, Willenberg. Now to Brock Fearday. Fearday out top to Hatton. Right side Martelli. Martelli into the lane. Drives on 3. Now what? He kicks it back out and passed Willenberg, but they say a Hart touched it last, so it'll stay with St. Anthony.
Donaldson definitely grazed it. I wasn't sure then if it hit Willenberg or not, and the officials said no. So it belongs to St. Anthony.
They're a lot closer than
Oh,
me.
yeah.
And now we're going to take time to reverse the net. On the west end of the gym, Spencer Fox tries once, twice, 3 times is the magic touch. And now the net's hanging as it should. 20-17 St. Anthony. We're halfway through the second quarter of this long running battle. Corner 3, Martelli, no good. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Wade Busher for Effingham. He gets it away to Donaldson. Down in the corner to Wolf. Wolf now on the dribble. Now away to Donaldson. Down to Splector. Splector drives it down low. Corner now to Busher. Back to Splector. Knocked loose, but Busher regains it for Effingham. To Wolf. Splector drives it into the lane. Off-balance shot. Won't go. Tapped out. And eventually St. Anthony gets it. Will Fearday ends up with it. Down to Willenberg. He put up a shot, and it got blocked by Fox. The foul, though, isn't on Fox.
Foul is underneath on Garrett Wolf. That'll be his first and the team's 5th. Willenberg heading to the line for a couple.
20-17 St. Anthony. You know, testy at times.
Yeah.
Willenberg's foul shot. Back of the rim, no good. Sam Link's back for Martelli for St. Anthony. Busher down for Effingham. And they run Ethan Jones back into the fray. Jonathan Willenberg with 2 points tonight. Second foul shot, around and good. So the senior gets his 3rd point, and it's a 4-point St. Anthony lead, 21-17. They've led by 6 a couple of times. Hearts have been up once by 1. Fox with the ball to Wolf. Drives down low, puts it up, and it came out. No good. Rebound taken down by Link to Willenberg. Down in the corner, Will Fearday for 3, and he got another one. So Fearday's come off the bench, hit 2 big threes. On the other end, Effingham beat the defense, and Donaldson lays it up and in. That makes it 24-19. 2:45 to go before the break. Fearday, left side, Will Fearday. Fearday to Fearday. Shot won't go this time, though. Will gets his own rebound, though, to Link. Link spin move into a taller kid. Turns around, shot up, no good. Willenberg, the putback is good. Jonathan Willenberg with 5, and now St. Anthony up 7. That's the biggest lead they've had tonight. Splector, head of the key. Wolf, shot back of the rim, no good. Hatton the rebound for St. Anthony, and he got fouled. St. Anthony looking at a possibility of getting close to a double-digit lead here.
Yeah, they could definitely do that with 2:14 to play in the half. We've got a substitution for the Hearts.
Fox down, Heil back. Takes up a little more space inside, and that is what the Hearts would like to do, is keep St. Anthony away from the basket.
That foul was the 6th team foul on Effingham, and it's the 1st on Splector.
Across the half line, Link for St. Anthony to Brock Fearday, and going after it was Ethan Jones, and he ended up getting it off of the St. Anthony player in a turnover on the Bulldogs.
Yep. Forced the jump ball that was whistled, and St. Anthony turns it over for the 4th time. Now, Jones showed a lot of emotion, and it was right in front of Obie Farmer. He got a hold of him quickly and said, hey, keep that in check here. We got a long game to go.
St. Anthony up 7.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Hearts with the ball Donaldson right side, lobs inside, way over Heil's head, and it's stolen away by St. Anthony, the Hearts' third turnover. Will Fearday out top to Link. Link to the left side, still on the dribble. Corner. Willenberg drives it inside, and he walked. Tried to get around Splector and got called for traveling.
Thought it was a good move, but it was on the opposite end of the court, and I couldn't see his feet, and apparently that's why it was such a good move. St. Anthony's 5th turnover of the quarter.
So back to the Hearts, who haven't scored in a while. 26-19 St. Anthony. Down to minute 25 before halftime. Splector goes baseline, tried to get it to Heil. Not the best pass. Stolen by Fearday, and he got the layup to go. He was flying out of bounds with Heil on him, and he still got the shot to go. That's a heck of an effort by Brock Fearday.
He makes some awfully difficult shots, doesn't he? Woo.
Bulldogs up 9 now. That's their biggest lead. Donaldson for 3, no good for the Hearts. Boy, the Hearts have gone stone cold here these last couple of minutes. Ball knocked loose after the miss, and it'll be out of bounds to St. Anthony.
Well, to be honest, a lot of their points have come from the free throw line, but here in the second half of the second quarter, they haven't gotten as many opportunities, or any at all, matter of fact.
Fox back in. Donaldson sits down for St. Anthony. 50 seconds left before halftime. St. Anthony with the ball in a 9-point lead, 28-19. Well, the Hearts came back from 6 down to take a 1-point lead, and St. Anthony took off again from there. Willenberg baseline got bumped out of bounds by Heil.
Heil tagged with the foul. It'll send St. Anthony to the line for a 1-and-1, as that's Heil's 2nd and the team's 7th.
Logan's a little disappointed in the call, but he gave him a whole lot of belly.
Yeah.
So, Jonathan Willenberg with 5 points to the line. 9-point lead for St. Anthony. Jonathan's foul shot, no good. Rebound, Fearday got it. Brock Fearday took it away, drives it inside, shot for 2, no good. Great defense by Heil.
Yep.
And Heil gets the rebound. Wolf into Splector, layup, good. Andrew Splector with 10, give Wolf the assist, and it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Down to 15 seconds before halftime. Hatton back in for St. Anthony to Link. Saves it because he thought he was going to get it knocked loose. Fearday drives inside. Corner 3 put up, no good by Willenberg. Heil got the rebound for the Hearts, but they can't get a shot away before the buzzer. So it's a 7-point game at halftime. The annual grudge battle between Effingham and St. Anthony at the St. Anthony Thanksgiving Tournament. And at the halftime, it's St. Anthony 28, Effingham 21 on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
39-26 St. Anthony. They've got their biggest lead of the night.
Effingham just has to find a way to take care of the ball. They've had so many turnovers, 6 of them here in this third quarter, just not giving themselves an opportunity to score.
When you have more turnovers than points, that's not a good thing. 6 turnovers, 5 points for Effingham in this third quarter. Sahi out top for St. Anthony. Now to Koenig. Now to Link, and he brings it out top. Gets it to Willenberg, and he threw it over the head of the intended receiver, Max Koenig. And it'll be Effingham ball.
Boy, it would have been an easy opportunity, too. The pass was just a little too tall, and it's the second turnover on St. Anthony. I would have to think they would have extended that lead if they'd have made the connection.
St. Anthony cheerleaders are grinning and giggling and thankful that they didn't get hit by that pass. It was a missile. Busher right side for Effingham out to Wolf. Out of Splector. Splector down the lane. Got bonked a couple of times on the way. Foul before any kind of shot.
Splector down the lane has been something that has worked for Effingham, mainly in trips to the free throw line. But this time it was before any sort of a shot. And guess what? It's the first foul on Brock Fearday. Someone's played basically the whole game and just picked up their first.
Remarkable. Fox got it to Heil. Heil lost his footing, but got the pass away to Fox. Now to Splector. Lays it up and in. Nice job of attacking the basket again by Andrew Splector. He has a dozen. So the Hearts within 11. It's 39-28. Sahi out top with it for the Bulldogs. Left side to Link. Sam looking, instead out top. Koenig thought about a shot and instead gets it away to Sahi. To the free throw line. He hands it now to Willenberg. And now to Westendorf, who's back in. Left side, Willenberg out to Sahi. Spin move, and too close on defense, I guess, was Splector. But with all the contact we've had tonight, I can't imagine that foul got called.
Yeah, that's the least amount of contact that we've had with a whistle. Not that there wasn't contact, but you described it very well. Second foul on Splector, team's fifth.
St. Anthony gets it inbounded. Westendorf from the free throw line, shot for two, missed it all, and Heil saves it for Effingham. They get it away now to Jones and now to Wolf, and in the corner, Splector rises on a three, and he got it. Splector with 15 now, keeping Effingham in the game. It's 39-31. Sahi for three for St. Anthony, no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by Effingham. So the Bulldogs inbound on their baseline with 1:40 to go in the third. Wade Busher checks back in for Effingham, and Heil's going to get a breather. Probably let him sit for the rest of the quarter here.
Could be. We'll just have to see.
Sahi's going to inbound for St. Anthony. Get it in safely to Westendorf. Out top to Link. It's an 8-point game. It was 13. 39-31 Bulldogs. Minute and a half to go in the third. Westendorf drives into the lane, through everybody, put it up and in. Was a heck of a move by Colin Westendorf.
Just a little fake, and they took advantage of it by getting around his man and got all the way to the rack.
So he has 5, and it's a 10-point St. Anthony lead. Jones tries to go baseline for Effingham. He gets shut off. Splector out top. Wolf with it. Tries to drive down low. Rises on a 2. It's around and no good. Rebound taken down by Link for St. Anthony. So the Bulldogs, who got the lead, back up 10 with the ball and under a minute to go in the third. Out top. Now left side. Sahi with it on the wing. Looking for somebody underneath, but nobody home, so they reverse it. Westendorf going to the hole again. Gets it through the lane. No, he doesn't, because Splector knocked it away out of bounds.
Yeah, there was plenty of Hearts defenders to knock that one loose along the baseline.
Martelli for Link for St. Anthony. 41 seconds left in the third. Bulldogs by 10 with the ball. Sahi gets it into Westendorf. Try for 2 is too strong. And a rebound, Wade Busher for Effingham. To Splector, across the half line. Splector drives, now gets it away to Busher. To Wolf. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Fox away to Busher. Right side to Wolf. Down to 20. Fox in the corner. 15 seconds. Wolf drives, can't shoot, and we've got a whistle, and Effingham calls time with 12 seconds left to set up a last second play. Back in 30 here on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
We'll see about this last second shot that Effingham's drawn up. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. St. Anthony in front of the Hearts, 41-31. Bulldogs been up by 13. Let's see what the Hearts do here. Splector inbounds, and he gets it in backcourt to Wolf. Back to Splector. You'd suppose one of those two would be the ones you'd want to score. By the way, Heil's in. Jones goes for 3, and he got it blocked. Gets it back. Can't get a shot. Now there's a whistle and a foul on St. Anthony with 1.3 seconds left.
Brown didn't realize that there was more time on the clock when he initially took the shot, but he stayed after it. Then ultimately, Sahi just kind of got in an awkward spot and landed on him and picks up his third foul.
Willenberg's going to come back in for Sahi, who picked up that foul. 1.3, the Hearts will inbound on the side. Splector will inbound. Looks and looks and looks and looks and gets it to Wolf, and Wolf rises on a half-court shot, and it got the front of the rim, but no good. So it's a 10-point game as we go to the fourth quarter. After 3 here at the St. Anthony Thanksgiving Tournament, it's St. Anthony 41, Effingham 31 on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
All right, third quarter numbers, Matt.
St. Anthony 6 of 13 from the field, did not attempt a free throw. They were 1 of 3 from three-point range with 4 rebounds and 2 turnovers. Effingham 4 of 7 from the field, did not attempt a free throw. They had 5 rebounds, committed 6 turnovers, and was 2 of 3 from three-point range.
Thank you, sir. 41-31, St. Anthony by 10. Effingham gets the ball to start the fourth quarter. Hearts led by 1 point one time. St. Anthony's been up by 13. Again, right now it's a 10-point lead. Splector with the ball right side for Effingham. He tried to get it into Wolf, and Hearts were thwarted by many arms of kids with white uniforms on. And so it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Effingham.
They almost couldn't steal it because they were knocking it away from themselves.
Wolf, Busher, Fox, Splector, and Jones out there for Effingham. So Hiles getting a breather to start the quarter. Wolf in the corner, drives into a double team, triple team, ball's loose, stolen by St. Anthony. Westendorf takes it away. Boy, they've made shutting Wolf down job one, and it's been pretty successful. He still has 10 points, but we've seen him go off for lots more than that. So the Bulldogs with the ball and a 10-point lead into the fourth quarter. Westendorf, Willenberg, left side Brock Fearday. He brings it back out top. Martelli, right side to Koenig. That's 5 out there for St. Anthony. Martelli right side out to Koenig. Max thought about a shot, pulled it back down. Now to Willenberg. Willenberg looking underneath. There was nobody home in white. So over to Fearday. He's double teamed. Back to Martelli. Hooks it out to Willenberg. Now to Koenig. He rises on a 3. No good. Back of the rim. Busher got the rebound for Effingham and got fouled. So St. Anthony doesn't cash in that trip. And we'll see what Effingham does. Hiles going to check back in. He's going to check back in. And Link's going to check back in. Busher sits down for Effingham. And Westendorf and Martelli sit down for St. Anthony.
Because that was Martelli's 4th foul, 5th on the team. Each team has 5 now this half.
Still a 10-point game, but now 6.5 to go. Wolf trying to get open. It's been easier said than done. Spin move in the lane, shot over 2, no good, but somebody fouled him going up. Wolf should be going to the line for a pair here.
2-3 on the foul. That's a big one for St. Anthony, as now Sahi has his 4th.
So he has 4, and who else has 4?
Martelli. Couple of starters.
So Garrett Wolf at the line here. Foul shot. Good. Wolf with 11. Makes it 41-32. Westendorf's back, and down goes Sahi with that 4th foul. And Sahi's been around where Wolf's been a lot. And more perspiration. And the members of the Booster Club over there along the baseline are jockeying for position as far as who gets to come up and use that mop.
I don't know if it's who gets to. I think it's who has to.
I think they were, oh, wait a minute. They thought they were done, but there's more to do. Jim's getting more airtime. Jim Mackey doing a heck of a job over there.
Art student section giving him a big applause.
Cleaning up the play there. Dave Woltman down there, the Effingham athletic director, giving him a big round of applause. Meanwhile, Wolf's second foul shot, good. Garrett didn't mind. He just didn't ice him at all. He has 12 now, and it's an 8-point game, 41-33. Bulldogs get it across the half line and get double teamed. The ball's knocked loose from Koenig, but St. Anthony saved the possession nicely. And now we've got a whistle, and
Timeout.
Timeout because Cody had lots to say to the official. Let's go ahead and take a break. Back in 30, Gale. 6:16 to go. St. Anthony 41, Effingham 33 on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Kevin Palmer, the athletic director, out here now cleaning up, and he says, "Where are my applause?" So the Hearts students give him a big round of applause. I like it.
Having some fun at the old ball game.
Tyler Semple, one of the Hearts assistant coaches, says, "Hey, have it over here." So everybody's helping. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's 41-33 St. Anthony with 6:14 to go. They get it out top, the Bulldogs do. Westendorf double team. Well, what? He throws it down low. Somebody had to be loose, and it's Koenig, and he laid it up and in. Max Koenig with 8, and it's back to a 10-point St. Anthony lead. Wolf on the right side for St. Anthony now to Fox. Fox rises on a 2, and he got it. Spencer hasn't scored much this week. That's a big basket and makes it 43-35.
He really hit a shot when the Hearts needed it, and he looked smooth doing it.
Westendorf down the right side of the floor out to Link. Down to 5.5 to go. St. Anthony with the ball and an 8-point lead. They get it away to Westendorf. Collin directing traffic. Comes out top to Willenberg with it. Left side to Link. Sam to the free throw line underneath. Westendorf put it up reverse. No good. And it came right down to Westendorf. So get another shot here. Left side to, or somebody will. Willenberg has it out top. Link with the ball. Driving down low. Runner for 2. Spins off. No good. And a rebound Effingham. Wolf comes away with it. Down to Splector. Splector down the lane. Got around the defender. Layup won't go. Heil puts it back up and in. And now we'll stop the action because Splector really hit the floor hard. I think he mostly was covering up so nobody would step on him. And thankfully that didn't happen. Boy, he went right past Willenberg and laid it up. Came off no good. He's going to get examined by trainer Troy as they pull him now. And that sent Busher back in. So it's 43-37 all of a sudden. Effingham now within 6 with 5 minutes to go. They get it to Link, and Sam's going to bring it down court for the Bulldogs, working against Wolf. He's across the half line. Down in a corner to Willenberg. They double him. Get it away to Link. Back out top. Fearday for 3, and he got it. Wow. Brock Fearday has 9 on a big wing 3 there. And it's 46-37, back to a 9-point lead. And a cross-court pass from Jones, stolen by Westendorf. Wolf fouled to block the layup, but that'll send Westendorf to the line for 2.
Yeah, after the turnover, Effingham's second of the quarter, it was going to be an easy run out unless somebody fouled him. And it was a good job by Wolf committing the foul, his third, but not anything malicious or anything like that could have possibly injured Westendorf.
Nice to see. All right, foul shot too strong. Westendorf gets one more. Donaldson's back for Effingham, and Jones sits down. 4:21 to go. St. Anthony by 9, 46-37. Like I said, they've led almost the entire game, except the Hearts had a 1-point brief lead. This foul shot no good. He missed them both. And the ball's tapped by Heil to Busher, and Effingham with the ball. They get it left side to Jones, or excuse me, to Wolf, to Busher, now to Fox, right side to Donaldson, back out to Busher. Freshman on the dribble, waiting for a cutter. Nobody could cut. So now to Wolf, rises on a 2, and it's no good. Fearday the rebound, and Heil fouled him.
So we'll walk to the other end for a 1-on-1 opportunity for Fearday, as that's the team's 7th with 3:57 on the clock. Splector has gone into the locker room. the trainer for Effingham, Troy Van Blaricum, was working on a cut up on his forehead area, and now they've taken him into the locker room to try to get a little more work done there, it would appear.
So Heil with 4 fouls now, and Fearday the foul shot, and it's good. Brock's in double figures with 10. He's been in double figures all 3 of the Bulldogs games this week. Nice when you can count on consistent scoring. Second one rims out, no good. Rebound taken down by Donaldson for Effingham, and he walked. Somebody flashed in front of the intended receiver for the pass, and he stopped and committed the 3rd turnover for Effingham here in the quarter, so it'll go back to St. Anthony. So the Bulldogs up 10 with the ball, and we're down to 3:54 to go.
Martelli and Griffin Sahi both back on the court for St. Anthony with their 4 fouls.
Halfway through the 4th quarter, we'll talk with Obie and Cody on the post-game show. 3-pointer put up by Sahi, no good. Fox the rebound for Effingham. To Wolf, and he gets around everybody, drives through everybody, and his shot's blocked by Fearday. Goes to Martelli, down to Link, out to Westendorf, drives to the hole through 3, shot no good, but he got fouled. So Colin Westendorf will limp to the foul line.
And you're starting to see St. Anthony kind of attack the way that Effingham did in the first half and get themselves some opportunities at the line. That is the 3rd foul.
So Westendorf at the line, the foul shot good.
Correction, 2nd foul on number 3, Donaldson.
Brown checks back in for Effingham for Wade Busher. 3:30 left. St. Anthony by 11 now after Westendorf hits that first foul shot. Collins' second one around and no good, and Donaldson the rebound for Effingham. So St. Anthony by 11. Effingham with the ball. Wolf across the half line. Brown left side to Fox. Spencer out to Donaldson. Right side to Brown. Back out, knocked loose, stolen by St. Anthony. Grabbed by Link on the 4th Effingham turnover. Martelli about midcourt, and Donaldson reached around him and gave him a bear hug, and that's a foul.
Be Donaldson's 3rd now, and Martelli will go to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity.
So, under 3 minutes to go. Hearts being enthusiastic in their defense. Martelli at the line, the foul shot, no good. Rebound Sahi, though, for the Bulldogs. He got it to Westendorf, and he got his pocket picked. Heil comes away with it for Effingham. That's a first turnover on St. Anthony. Wolf went 2 ways and got open and got the layup to go. That was pretty. 14 for Wolf, and the Hearts want time. 2:47 left. Bulldogs still up 9, 48-39 here on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
2:47 left in this one, and it's a 9-point lead for St. Anthony.
Splector is back on the court. He came flying out of the locker room, and they checked him right into the game.
St. Anthony, meanwhile, brings it the length of the floor here. They got the ball on a 9-point lead and 2:45 left. Sahi in backcourt, guarded by Splector. Gets it across the half line safely to Link, to Martelli. Back out to Link, and St. Anthony willing to be patient. Martelli drives down low, now goes to the corner to Link. Link drives it inside and back out now, out top to Koenig. Sahi, now we're down to 2:18 to go, and you can almost hear the clock ticking away if you're Effingham.
And if they foul, it'll be 2 free throws the rest of the way for St. Anthony.
Link to Sahi, 48-39. Bulldogs by 9. They go to the corner, and they're showing shot and then pulling it down and waiting on a reach-in like that by Heil. And that's 5 on him.
Yep, his night is done for the Hearts with just under 2 minutes to play as Koenig will be going to the line for a couple on the 10th team foul for Effingham.
So Logan leaves with 6 points. And they'll send Max Koenig to the foul line. The first one good. Max with 9. This is his biggest output offensively for the Bulldogs this week. He came into the game with 5 tournament points, has 9 tonight. And the lead's back to 10, 49-39. Willenberg and Westendorf going to check in for the Bulldogs. This foul shot no good, so no, they're not going to check in. Donaldson the rebound for Effingham. Gets it away to Wolf. To Jones, left side, Donaldson, shot for 2, short, rebound, Sahi for St. Anthony. I don't know if anybody got a hand on that or not.
I think Brock Fearday did, I think.
Sahi got it down court, and Cody wants time. Timeout Bulldogs, minute 40 to go, back in a minute. It's St. Anthony 49, Effingham 39 on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Cody had a chance to talk things over. Minute 40 to go. St. Anthony by 10, 49-39. Effingham was down 7 and came to 6 and came back and led by 1. And St. Anthony, well, that kind of lit a fire into them because they went off and have pretty much been up 8, 10, 11 since then. Right now it's a 10-point game, 49-39, and minute 40 to go. So it looks right now like we'll have a 3 o'clock game for you tomorrow. Koenig gets it down court for Effingham away to Martelli, and he gets fouled by Jones, reaching in with a minute 32 to go.
Seems like Effingham is electing to foul Martelli. He'll have a couple of opportunities this time as they waited for him to get the ball, and then Jones was aggressively playing defense and got the second foul of the game.
Martelli sitting on 2 points tonight. First foul shot, no good. He has 13 tournament points. Westendorf back in. Sahi sits down for the Bulldogs. Martelli, 5'10" senior. Puts it up. And it rims out no good, and Spleck for the rebound for Effingham. He busts it down the court, driving straight to the hole. Big collision, and then charge on Splechter as Link had himself set, and he took the hit.
Yeah, credit Link for getting back there and taking the hit, as you mentioned, because you could see it coming as Splechter was moving in a hurry, and he gets charged with his 3rd foul. That'll be Effingham's 5th turnover this quarter, and their 20th in the game.
Kevin Palmer is taken over as the official mopper-upper. And they say, wait a minute, one more spot here, Mr. Palmer.
More mopper-uppering to do.
See, he's the athletic director, the assistant principal, and other duties as required. We all have jobs like that, or know of those who do.
I know of those.
So, with the mopping completed, we'll get the ball inbounded. Koenig gets it away to Fearday. Nice job at taking it away from the defender, Fox. He gets it down low, and there's a bump. Wolf, the bumpy, or the bumper, pardon me. Fearday, the bumpy.
Well, and Brock Fearday goes to the line for an opportunity again, and again, leading St. Anthony in scoring, but just doing it very efficiently, making the most of his opportunities.
That one rimmed out and came back in. So Brock with 11, that's 43 tournament points for him. I'm liking his all-tournament team chances.
He's played well.
Westendorf's going to check back in. That foul shot no good. Fox got the rebound for the Hearts. Bulldogs by 11 with a minute 15. Donaldson across the half line. Trying to say, come get the ball. Wolf did. Got through 2 defenders, 3 defenders, 4 defenders, laid it up and in. I think he went past the entire team. Wolf got the shot to drop, and then the Hearts quickly called time. Minute 5 to go. Hearts back within 50-41 here on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Well, Wolf went down and slid through everybody and laid it up and in, so he has 16 now. 50 tournament points for Garrett. Makes it 50-41. Effingham back within 9. St. Anthony didn't want to foul and send somebody to the line, so tried to play the best defense, and Wolf got out of it and got the layup. So now it's St. Anthony's turn. See if they can hang on to the ball. That's their bottom line. And Link got fouled just as quickly as the ball was inbounded by Mr. Busher.
Wade Busher has his third foul, and Sam Link will try his luck at the free throw line, as he hasn't attempted a charity shot yet tonight.
Better make sure I get Wade's name right. I have his parents and grandparents seated right in front of us. Foul shot put up, no good. So Link sitting on 2 points, misses the first foul shot. Busher down now. So they've got Fox, Jones, Splector, Donaldson, and Wolf out there right now. Effingham does. This foul shot's good. So a miss and a make. Sam Link with 3. Now he'll check out with 1:04 to go. So Westendorf and Koenig and Fearday and Sahi and, let's see, Willenberg. And meanwhile, the Hearts pour down the length of the court, lay it up and in, and call another timeout. So, Gail, let's take another 30-second break here. 51-43 now on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
All right, 57 seconds left. Hearts are out of timeouts. 51-43 Bulldogs. And Matt, who made that basket?
Oh, that was Garrett Wolf.
So he has 18. And then the Hearts called their last timeout. So Effingham back within 8. They've been down by 13. They led by 1 time. Bulldogs have pretty much been in the lead throughout the fray. They'll look to inbound, and they do safely, and say he got fouled by Jones with 56 seconds left.
So Sahi will go to the line for the first time tonight, as St. Anthony has gotten the ball to several different people in the fourth quarter, trying to get some free throws made, as Effingham's continuing to foul and send them to the stripe.
Say he's sitting on 7 points tonight. 15 tournament points now. Foul shot too strong. St. Anthony is not sealing the deal at the line.
No.
Cody looks less than enraptured with the performance here in this last few trips.
They are 5 of 15 on a quick count here in the fourth quarter, but I'll double check that.
Second foul shot, rims out, no good. Splector the rebound for the Hearts. They get a 3 down. Drives it inside, lost his footing, managed to keep the pivot foot set. Donaldson for 3, and it's way short. Splector saves it in, and it's grabbed by Wolf, and he got it knocked loose. And now St. Anthony steals it, and the ball goes over into the dog pound, and we got 3 people out of bounds. The official says it'll come to Effingham. Splector ended up sprawled on the other end, out of bounds, but he's up now. Just going lickety-split, trying to do their best. So Effingham gets the ball back. We're down to 35 seconds. Wolf drives, spin move, inside, shot up, good. Great ball control. 20 for Wolf, and it's a 6-point game with 25 seconds left. Again, the Hearts have no timeouts, and Splector fouls Link.
So Splector, I have him with 4 now in the game. So Effingham really can't be choosy. They can't wait for letting time run off the clock. Since they don't have any timeouts, they can't stop it after a made basket that way. And Link goes to the line where he just went 1 of 2.
Sam with 3 points tonight, and that foul shot's good. So that pushes the lead back to 7. And with 24 seconds left, that's a pretty good lead. See about the second one here for the sophomore. Puts it up. Rammed out, no good. Donaldson the rebound for Effingham. Hands it away to Wolf. Wolf got it knocked loose. Stolen by Fearday, and he lays it up and in. And that's all she wrote. Brock Fearday with 13. The lead's 9. Wolf drives down court. Spin move into a double team. Put it up. Got it to go and drew the foul. Man, you talk about wanna. That's what that was.
Don't exactly know why St. Anthony just didn't let him go, but I guess it's instincts at that point in time. And that foul on 2-5 is the third foul for Max Koenig.
4.6 seconds left. Still a 7-point lead. Wolf with the and one, and he made it. So Wolf all of a sudden with 23 points, but it's still a 6-point game, and all St. Anthony needed to do was inbound the ball, and Donaldson fouled for some reason only known to Andrew.
Well, to allow Colin Westendorf to maybe possibly score another point or two.
That must be it. So Colin Westendorf with 6 points. Westendorf takes his time, puts it up, and good. Colin Westendorf was 7. That makes it 55-48, and the lead 7. So see, he single-handedly is responsible for this lead, right?
That's one way to look at it, I suppose.
Here's his second one. No good. Rebound Fox down to Wolf. Here's a long throw. Pass, shot, no good. And that's the show. Well, that's how it ends this year's Thanksgiving +1 battle between St. Anthony and Effingham. Bulldogs winner. They are victorious by a score of 55-48. That leaves us with one more day of action. And we'll be talking about that on the post-game show. We'll visit with Cody Rinker, with O.B. Farmer, Matt's stats, scores from Gale. We have a long way to go. Back with the post-game show.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
All right, we're back at the Enlow Center. Had one more little bitty business matter to take care of. Cody Rinker got high fives from all the boys. Checking on the youngest of the bunch. Grandma's helping. And we'll talk with him and O.B. Farmer. And in the meantime, I think Matt has the team stats on this one.
St. Anthony was 19 of 45 from the field at 42%. They were 7 of 18 from three-point range at 39%. 8 of 23 at the free throw line for 35%. 7 of 20 in the fourth quarter. That's something that they're going to want to work on, but hey, they won. That's the bottom line tonight. Effingham, I showed out rebounding St. Anthony 30-22, but Effingham had 22 turnovers to St. Anthony's 11. St. Anthony only 3 turnovers in the second half. That was an impressive number. Effingham had 13 of them in the second half, and that's really was just too much to overcome as far as the Hearts were concerned, who shot pretty well, 13 of 30 at 43%. That's okay. 3 of 9 from beyond the arc's fine at 33%, and 12 of 15 from the free throw line. That's a very good 80% for the Effingham Hearts. As I look up and see Cody Rinker making his way up to the booth, I'll pause and allow him to put the headphones on, and I'll have the individual numbers in a bit.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. Cody Rinker does join us for the post-game visit. And we'll let him saddle up. And Cody, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
I got to tell you that a lot.
Yeah. Not on Wednesday, though, but yes.
Oh, but a lot.
A lot, yeah. I'll take a lot.
This was barn burner. We knew it would be. We knew it would always be a battle between you two. And for an early season game, pretty good battle.
Yeah, it was.
Well-played game, too.
Yeah, it was definitely a battle there. Like you said, just like you knew it was going to be. It always is every year. You throw out the records like we talked about Wednesday. You throw out the records, and you're playing for pride. And what I was probably most proud about with our guys is we took it on the chin and got humbled pretty good on Wednesday. We were feeling pretty good after the Robinson win. And then you see what Robinson and Breeze did today. We took it on the chin pretty good, and we all did. We talked about it today before our walkthrough that we all got humbled there, myself included as the coach. We were feeling pretty good there, and so we learned from it, and I loved the tenacity, the way that we just came right back and did the things that make us successful, that we maybe faltered on there on Wednesday night and played a full 32 minutes. So still got in foul trouble, but we'll figure that out eventually. And tonight our guys played through that. They handled that much better than they did on Wednesday night, and I couldn't be prouder of my guys right now.
And you came at them in waves, and other kids, your starters did a pretty good job, but your bench guys did a good job tonight.
Yeah, they really did. Like I said, and that's probably where, like I said, Wednesday night we didn't have that production from the bench guys, and tonight we did. Will Fearday came in and spelled us there huge minutes, and I know he didn't get in at all during the second half, but that's kind of what his role is right now.
Yeah.
I've had guys throughout the years that's kind of been their job for us. They compete hard in practice. They've got plenty of potential, plenty of skills. They come in there whenever they're needed and called upon, and then when they're not needed, they sit there and they're great cheerleaders. Ryan Schmidt's the same way there tonight. And Brady Hatton, we got so much foul. Went down to Brady,
yes,
who's still getting his, figuring things out here with us as he's new to the program here this year, but gave us great minutes there whenever he was in. So, the bench guys really helped, and like Sam and Colin and Ryan there, but Sam and Colin tonight were basically our 6th and 7th starters, the way that they were able to play and contribute. So it was a full team effort, and that's what we like to see.
Will Fearday's 2 big threes in the first
Huge.
half. Yeah. Game changers potentially.
Yeah, he's not scared of anything. I mean, that's what we love about Will. He plays the game of basketball. He knows what he's out there to do, and he just does a fantastic job of competing no matter what's going on. So he did a great job there, and really was a big lift.
Brock Fearday, doesn't sound like a broken record, but it's the third night in 3 games that he's led you in scoring.
And tonight, he had to work for him. I mean, they were, obviously he was number 1 target after what's happened earlier in the week, and he still found a way to just keep playing basketball, play through it. Doesn't ever really force a shot. Every now and then you have one, but he was able to continue to battle out there, and very proud of his effort as well.
Absolutely. A lot of heroes in a win like this, though. You got 7 from Sahi, 7 from Willenberg, 7 from Westendorf. I mean, you like that balance.
I really do, especially from those 3 guys there. And Griffin, again, if he's not in foul trouble, I think he's probably got a few more of those. What I really liked about Griffin's game tonight was he didn't just settle for threes. He shot a few, but he had that drive to the basket. He had then that next pull-up that it may or maybe didn't get hit on it, but there was plenty of those tonight that could have went either way. So, but I just like the way he was aggressive. He played within himself. And then obviously we know what he does defensively for us, especially when he stays out of foul trouble, and he'll get that cleaned up here. I have no doubt about that, but he can guard anybody, and then he's such a presence when he has the ball. He's a good passer. So like I said, his presence alone, having that on there more tonight than we had on Wednesday was big for us.
People forget, sometimes I forget, Jonathan Willenberg went down, I think, in this tournament last year and was gone for a long time. So he's a work in progress, even though he's a senior, and I love how he posted up during the game at times tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, he's obviously not a post player, but he he's going to draw some mismatches because of his size and the fact that we have basically 5 guards on the court at all time. And he's not afraid to go down and use it. He's got a good little hook shot there. So, yeah, I was really like you said, he didn't play last year, but we missed some of that tenacity that he brings. I mean, not to keep tooting their horn on this one, but he's not a state championship champion for no reason. He's got a mentality and a toughness about him that the moments aren't too big for him, and he just competes as well. I mean, he's a competitor, so that's what he definitely brings. And I could say the same thing about Colin. What he did tonight, he's a competitor. He's learning from his mistakes. He was injured last year in and out of the lineup. True. Like I said, just a junior. I really like our potential. I think we've got a fairly high ceiling with these guys because they already got the one thing that you can't teach, and that's competitor. And that's really huge. And the same thing can be said for Michael Martelli there as well. So everybody I put on the court tonight, I felt like just competed.
So now you've got yourself at a position at 2-1 on the season.
Right.
You come out here 3-1, win third place in this tournament. That'd be a nice week.
It would be a heck of a week for us. Obviously, the smallest school in the tournament, both enrollment-wise and physical-wise, I believe, as well. Yep. So, we have a chance. I mean, Highland's got a good squad. So we play right as Highland.
It ends up St. Anthony and Highland. Yeah. Bulldogs and Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs. They've got a good squad. They're a mature squad now. They're experienced. I think it's the same group of seniors now that were freshmen that we played with Jacob Dustin and Jack Haney and company there a few years ago. So, it'll be it's a battle all week this week for us. So we're just excited to have the opportunity to play for third and fourth and compete against another quality opponent.
I know you're in a situation here where it's Effingham and St. Anthony, and this is such a legendary battle, and I've watched them for 40 years and more, and it's always so much fun, so much excitement and atmosphere, and then the big check presentation before the game. I mean, there was a lot to like about this tonight.
Yeah, this is all, like I said, it's a fantastic thing to be a part of. Obviously, feel very privileged and honored to have the opportunity to have been a part of this game as many times as I have been now. It never fails to live up to expectation, whether it's a good game, poor game, ugly game, whatever it is. And I feel fortunate tonight we were able to come back out on top of it after a year or two here where we've lost to Effingham. So it's nice to get back on that side of things. But hats off to Effingham. They didn't quit. You knew they wouldn't. They battled all the way through. And weren't going to throw the towel in until they absolutely had to. So hats off to them and their effort as well.
Very good. Congratulations again on the win, Cody. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Hey, I appreciate it, Greg. Thanks for all you guys done this week.
Oh, our pleasure. Cody Rinker, Bulldogs coach. Appreciate him getting time to visit with us and taking time to come up and visit with us. In St. Anthony, a winner, 55-48 the final score. And we'll get more stats here as we have opportunities. Obi is also here, and so we're going to bring him over and visit with Hart's coach here in a minute. I know there's a lot to get through, so appreciate him navigating all that. We'll visit with the Hart's coach. And Obi, I tell you, it was a heck of a battle, and we knew it would be. And your kids fought hard tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have a column in the wins-loss column for play hard. Because we would add a tally to that one every night. The kids have been playing really hard. We just got some growing up to do. Our basketball IQ needs to develop. When you turn the ball over as much as we did, it's impossible to win a game, regardless who you're playing or how well you do all the other things. You just can't give it away that many times.
Without a doubt. They got a lead. St. Anthony was up 4 after 1. Think it got to 6. You came back and cut it to 1 and even had a 1-point lead, and then St. Anthony went on a bit of a run, and then it was playing from behind, and that's tough to do.
Yeah. Like I was talking to my assistant coaches, it's something we can do because of the style of play we play. With as quick as we turn our turnovers, we attack the basket real quick, or we try to find quick shots and rebound them, and the style, our identity that we're trying to develop, it's possible. It's easier than what we were doing before, where we were slowing it down. But St. Anthony, will give them credit. They knew what they were doing, playing from ahead, and they slowed it down a little bit and worked to find great shots instead of good shots, and that does make it a little more difficult.
I know that Logan Heil was working mighty hard inside tonight, and people are just going to have to let Logan continue to develop if they're a fan.
Right, yeah.
Just watch him as he develops, because he's got big upside.
Absolutely, he does. He's a very athletic post player. Very limited experience. He had a few games there last year where he got to play, but not a lot of varsity experience. Not a lot of varsity experience on the team, in all honesty, Greg.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're developing, and you'll see growth. I mean, from night 1 to night 2, there was a big jump, and I felt like even from the Robinson game to this game, we had a big jump in boxing out and rebounding. I don't know what the exact numbers were, but when we improve on one, we can't let the other slip and turn the ball over, and that's what we struggled with today. But it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, trying to develop that experience, that basketball IQ.
As far as the individuals, Garrett Wolf was on fire there at the end, finished with 23 tonight. And so I've got him for 57 points in the tournament now. So there's one guy you knew you could count on.
Right, and that's it's great. It's always great to have a Wolf. They always find a way to score. They put themselves in great position. But the problem is, with as little experience we have right now in scoring and being able to attack the basket and finding shots of their own, everybody knows who we're looking for. Everybody knows that we're trying to find Garrett and trying to find a way for him to create a shot, if not for him, for somebody else on our team, because everybody's going to collapse on him. You watch the game there at the end, and he had 3 guys on him, and our guys didn't slide into position. We just didn't move well. So he's stepping through 3 guys and throwing it up and finishing around the rim to give us at least a little bit of a shot there at the end.
Andrew Splector is another kid who's coming on. He had 2 points the first game. He had 17 last night. He had 15 tonight.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, that growth and development. And all of our kids need to know what their role is. And Andrew knows that he's an athletic kid who can fly down the court and attacks the basket really well. And he can shoot a little bit, but his best game is running in transition and elevating and finishing up by the rim. And he's been doing it the last couple of games. It's my fault. The first game is my fault. We tried to do things that wasn't conducive to our personnel, and we tried to slow it down and try to find great shots. And these kids, they're capable of running the floor, and you have to allow your kids to do what they're good at. And we kind of, we've given them some more of their leash a little bit, and let them play. And they responded to that. We just have to make sure we don't let the other team score as many as we do.
That's the truth. We mentioned Logan. Andrew Donaldson had 2 points. Spencer Fox had a couple of points. You got some good minutes again from the mod squad. Ethan Jones and Wade Busher. You talk about no experience. I mean, these guys have no experience. Yeah, and they're just coming in and doing what they can.
You're exactly right. Wade, he's never played freshman basketball. He's never played a JV basketball game. He played 8th grade basketball last year, and we have him out here trying to face guard their best player, in my opinion. And he did a good job of it. He was really frustrating Brock, I thought, and he had to really work to find his shots. And if he can do that, we'll develop everything else offensively. But if you can face guard a kid and lock him down, especially a player of that caliber, his future is really bright. And it's not just Wade. We took turns, and Spencer took a shot at him for a while, and Ethan Jones took a shot for a while. Ethan wanted him. He asked for him. So, and Ethan's another kid. He played freshman basketball last year. He didn't even play JV, so he's making a big jump. And that's where we're at in a lot of these kids. They had a little bit of JV experience, very little freshman experience, if any. And then we've got these freshmen coming in trying to give us some minutes, and they're doing a good job. It is what it is. You have to accept what your players are capable of, and they're doing exactly what they're capable of, especially those younger guys.
Quick turnaround now. 3:00 game tomorrow against Mattoon.
Yep, and they're a conference rival, and they do good stuff. They always have athletes, and they always play really hard, and they switch their defenses up, and they cause you to have to prepare for everything.
Absolutely. Thanks for the visit, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Obi. Hearts coach Obi Farmer. Appreciate him coming up, visiting with us here on the post-game show. Again, the final score, St. Anthony 55, Effingham 48. So good to visit with both coaches, and Matt just didn't hardly have a chance to give us any stats, but I think he's ready to go.
We got through the team numbers. Let's take a look at it individually. First, for the victorious St. Anthony Bulldogs, Brock Fearday, a solid night yet again. Didn't force anything, took what came to him. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 at the free throw line. 6 rebounds to lead the Bulldogs there as well with 13 points. Then a trio of players with 7 points apiece. Griffin Sahe, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 at the free throw line, a couple of rebounds. Jonathan Willenberg, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 at the line with a rebound. And Colin Westendorf was 3 of 7 from the field. Finished 2 of 5 at the free throw line. Say 3 of 7, he was actually 2 of 7. Want to make that note, correction there. He did have a rebound and 7 points. 9 points for Max Koenig, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line with a rebound and those 9 points. 2 points for Michael Martelli, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 3 at the free throw line with a rebound. Ryan Schmidt grabbed a couple of rebounds. Also tonight, Will Fearday hit a couple of big threes in that second quarter where St. Anthony kind of really separated themselves a little bit. He was 2 for 3 with a rebound and 6 points. Sam Link 1 for 3 from the field, 2 for 4 at the line, 4 rebounds, 4 points. And Brady Hatton was 0 for 1 from the field, but got 3 big rebounds when St. Anthony needed a little help off the bench due to foul trouble. Hatton did a nice job in his minutes tonight in the first half. For Effingham, Garrett Wolf finished 8 of 15 from the field, 6 of 6 at the line, 4 rebounds, 23 points. Andrew Splector left it all on the court, 4 of 6 from the field, 6 of 8 at the free throw line, 4 rebounds and 15 points tonight. 6 points for Logan Heil, 3 of 4 from the field. He also had 6 rebounds. He was 0 for 1 at the charity stripe. Andrew Donaldson, 1 for 4 from the field, but he had 7 rebounds to lead everybody on the boards tonight. Finished with a couple of points. Spencer Fox, 1 for 3 with 4 rebounds and 2 points. Gunnar Brown tried a shot. It didn't go. Wade Busher grabbed 4 rebounds, and Ethan Jones was 0 for 1 from the field with a rebound for Effingham tonight, as St. Anthony came away with the 55-48 victory here against Effingham in the final game of pool play of the St. Anthony Thanksgiving Tournament.
Very good. Thank you, Matt. So, Gail, what do you have in the way of scores?
All right, I'll run down everything I've got in boys high school basketball action throughout today and this evening. Effingham St. Anthony Thanksgiving Tournament. We'll run down those scores real quick again. Breeze Central defeated Robinson 48-45. Teutopolis defeated Mattoon 63-55. Highland with the win over Rantoul 52-45. And the game you just heard, St. Anthony defeated Effingham by a score of 55-48. In the Cumberland Turkey Tournament, the final game for the last game score was North Clay over Cumberland 57-50. In Mulberry Grove Thanksgiving Tournament play, Ramsey defeated Patoka 61-53. It was Father McGivney over Cowden-Herrick Beecher City 62-45. No score for Mulberry Grove and St. Elmo Brownstown. The Mary Sir shootout at Neoga saw Neoga defeat La Salette, if that's how you say it, 46-39, and no score for Sisney's game or Windsor's game there. In girls high school basketball action at the Bob Cairns tournament in Newton, it was Altamont defeating Effingham by a score of 52-50, and I did not find the score for Newton Flora. In the Robinson Thanksgiving Tournament, it was Fairfield over Robinson by a score of 45-26. St. Anthony defeated Mount Carmel 52-33. Fairfield defeated Marshall then 38-34. Then Robinson and Mount Carmel played. I do not have a final on that one. And St. Anthony defeated Marshall 60-46. In the Cowden-Herrick Beecher City Thanksgiving Tournament, Diedrich over Macon Meridian by a score of 65-45. Cumberland defeated Red Hill 48-26. Then CHBC and Brownstown played. Do not have a final in that, or the Ramsey-Windsor Stu Straws game. Then CHBC defeated Windsor Stu Straws by a score of 52-42. Brownstown St. Elmo defeated Ramsey 54-16. And Diedrich defeated Cumberland in that final game there, 52-42. In the Mary Sir shootout at Neoga, the Neoga girls defeated Arthur Christian by a score of 71-29, and Georgetown Ridge Farm defeated Chrisman by a score of 44-30. And in college basketball, the Illini Fighting Illini, they burnt it up tonight. Listen to this score. The Illini over Lindenwood Lions, 92-59. And that's what I've got.
That's a big win. Thank you, Gail. A lot of Lindenwood kids from around here playing down there or going to school. So battle amongst a couple of schools with lots of locals. So now we're ready to go as far as what Matt and I'll be doing tomorrow. We'll have our first broadcast at 3 o'clock, Effingham and Mattoon in the 7th place game. Then we'll skip the 4:30 game, although ought to be a lot of fun, between Robinson and Rantoul. 3rd place game at 6 between St. Anthony and Highland, the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs. And the championship game tomorrow night at 7:30, Breeze Central and Teutopolis. Both of those schools 3-0 going into that, so that should be a lot of fun. So now we know what we're doing.
Yep, tomorrow shapes up to be an entertaining day of basketball here at the Turkey Tournament at St. Anthony, and I'm looking forward to it.
Very good. That's Matt Robinson. For him, for Gail Warner, for Caleb Moody, who has all the video on this one. I'm Greg Sapp. Again, the final score in our Friday night special, St. Anthony 55, Effingham 48. Good night, everybody.